Niger. You remember Niger? We spoke about Niger many, many times. Yeah. Guess what is the fastest growing economy in the world right now? Niger is the fastest growing economy in the world. Congratulations. Yeah. That's what happens with change.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark.
Now, what happened exactly? Niger used to sell a lot of uranium to France, and France set the price. You remember Niger? This is a beautiful country, Niger, on the map. We're just going to put the map so some of our people can understand where Niger is. I know we don't always know. Lovely place, very hot indeed. They sold their uranium to France exclusively, and France set the price. So I'm selling you my stuff, but you set the price because you colonized me. So because you colonized me and you taught me how to speak French, now you can set my price. Niger, for some of you know, we spoke about this very, very much. They toppled the president named Mohamed Bazoum. After toppling the president, they changed the price of uranium. Uranium, for those of you who don't know, is used for nuclear power. It's used for electricity. Okay, people use electricity created by uranium. Niger sold most of his electricity or most of his uranium to France exclusively. France produced electricity, then France sold electricity to some of the countries in Europe. Meanwhile, Nigerians had no electricity back home. That's how it happened. Until the military government took over power and kicked off the president that wasn't working for the people. Now Niger has become the fastest growing economy in the world. Congratulations. They've upped the price. No more favors to nobody. No more helping people because they taught you how to speak French and eat pizza. Not pizza. What that stupid cheese again? Whatever. Yeah. No more of that. That's how now Niger is the fastest growing economy in the world. Unfortunately, there still are some of the poorest country in the world, or one of the poorest country in the world, but definitely one of the fastest growing economy. Awesome stuff. So now we're going to talk about Mali. Remember Mali? Here's Mali, a map of Mali, beautiful place. I know some of our brothers don't know where this is, so we can understand. Africa is a big continent. Okay, we have like 54 countries. It's a big continent. Different cultures, different tradition, different people, lots of things. If you've never been to Africa, I encourage you to come and visit, come have a look. You will love it. From Ghana to Tanzania, from Morocco to South Africa. Lovely place to be. Okay, so what happened in Mali? Mali has just signed a contract. Guess with who? With Russia, about developing a refinery of gold for production. So Mali has signed a contract with Russia for producing gold. Mali has lots of gold, and unfortunately for many, many years, like many other African countries, Mali will take gold and whatever product it is, they will send overseas or they will send to Europe or any other country. That's where they're going to work on the product, impoverishing the people in the country. Now, Russia is willing to come to Mali and construct a refinery with Mali in order to produce gold for the Malian people. Congratulations! Yeah! So Mali military government has officially entered into an agreement with Russia, unveiling plans for a state-of-the-art gold refinery project to be established in the Malian capital, Bamako. The deal, which spans 4 years, includes the construction of a refinery capable of producing a substantial 200 tons of gold annually. Congratulations, Malian. Fellas, let me put it this way. I'm going to break it very easily for you guys, okay, so you can understand. Mali, like Burkina Faso and Niger, were tired of their president because president seemed to be working for his own interest and for the interest of foreign nations. Yes, Malian people were very impoverished while the countries had so much gold. And the gold obviously was sent to other countries. Now the Malians have chosen to create their own refinery. Many years before that, the gold was exported to France and many other European countries. That's where the gold will be refined and produced for consumption. Now, what does that do? When you go and create a refinery in another country, the host country where you get the mineral from is impoverished, because a refinery in Mali means more jobs for Malians. It means more expertise for Malians. It means knowledge for Malians. It means growing an economy in Mali. And that's one of the biggest deal with many African countries, whether it's Cameroon or Gabon. These countries have a lot of timber. They have a lot of wood, a lot of trees, but they have to take the trees and send it to Europe. That's where the trees are going to be refined. Is that acceptable? It's not. Then at the end of the day, they have to order furniture coming from Dubai. Can you believe that? You have all the timber in the world. You have all the stuff that you need, the woods, the forest. But your timber goes to Europe and Dubai. And Dubai creates the furniture that you purchase at a level of thousands of dollars. I mean, is that stupid or is that anything different? I don't know. You tell me. Now, the problem of many African countries, whether they produce gold or diamonds or lithium, oil, any other thing, they do not have refineries where they can, actually finish their product and export. Investors come into these countries, they take the raw material to whichever country they take it to, then they come and sell it to you at a very inflated price. Same with cocoa, okay? Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire are the biggest producer of cocoa in the world, but they buy their chocolate coming from Germany, France, and Belgium. Can I repeat that? Ghana and Ivory Coast have the most cocoa in the world, okay, for production of chocolate. But they go buy chocolate in France and Germany and Netherlands. Is that okay? Is something wrong? Definitely, because there's no refinery in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. And it's very, very sad. So they come into your country, they set the price. We're going to buy at this price. You cannot discuss because you have no refinery. What are you going to do with it? Africans have no refinery for lithium, for production of cars, electrical cars and cell phones and all that stuff. Africa has no refinery for cobalt. Africa has no refinery for any of these things, production of cell phones and all that. So when you have no refinery and you do not have the technology, what happens? Whoever who's got the refinery and the knowledge will come to you and say, you know what, I'm going to pay it my own price. Okay, it's my price. You want my price, or what are you going to do with it? Just imagine you have a big piece of uranium. What are you going to do with it if you don't know what to do with it? You don't know what to do with it. You don't have the means to transform it. Okay, so you see where we're going. Now, Mali has made a very big decision in involving Russia. Okay, Russia, come to my country. Let's build a refinery so my people can profit. Now, there's something very interesting to this story. A couple of days ago, we spoke about Kidal. Kidal is a big city in northern Mali. We said Kidal was freed by the Malian military after French people were unable to kick out all the terrorists and all the Tuareg people that live there. But Malian government with a Wagner group went into Kidal and they took over the country. They took over the city. Now, something happened. For many, many years, Kidal was controlled by these terrorists. Now, some people believe that the terrorists were actually sponsored by France in order for France to come into Mali and take illegally the gold that was in Mali. Because if you come openly, you need to pay tax, right? If you come, okay, I'm coming to your country to take gold, you're going to have to go through policies and pay tax and pay whatever that's required. If you create mayhem, you bring the rebels or terrorists and you steal from them, or you take, you give them weapons, you give them whatever they need, and you say, I just need gold from you. The deal is easier, right? Yeah. So now the Malian government with the Russians have kicked out the terrorists. Now they decided to create a refinery for the country. Are these countries moving forward? Congratulations. Congratulations. And I think we need to talk about this very much often. Apart from South Africa, many African countries do not have refineries for whatever product, goods they have. It's very sad. And South Africa is very different because, like I said to you earlier, many African countries were looted because Europeans came to African countries to steal and go. In Nigeria, they came to steal and go. In Ghana, they came to steal and go. In Congo, in Burundi, in Rwanda. In South Africa, unlike other African countries, the Europeans came to stay. They firmly believed that they were coming to stay forever. They're going to stay in power forever. Okay, and that was the initiative around building good infrastructure, making sure things are running smoothly, and also perpetuating the apartheid, which was a government that was separatist, that separated blacks from whites, and it was run by a specific group of people that believe the white race was superior to the black race. It's only at 1994 the country actually became free. That's when the blacks and the whites could actually mingle together and have a good time together and live together. And that is one of the main reasons why South Africa is pretty much in advance to many African countries. In many other African countries, infrastructure such as roads, you'll see mainly good road coming from mines to the port of the sea. So from the mines to the port, that's where you saw the good road. Why? Because clearly they came to steal from the mine and take it to the port out of the country. In South Africa, that wasn't the case. They were trying to build some stuff for themselves to profit from. Okay? So the refineries, the production companies and all that stuff were built in South Africa with the goals of profiting the white people who lived in South Africa at the time. Still live today, but I mean, very different setup. So again, I think it's very important to mention it. A country like Nigeria, where Elon Musk came to ask access for lithium. He wanted lithium because lithium is necessary for the construction of electric cars. And you know, Elon Musk is the owner of Tesla. Okay, so he wanted to come and take the lithium. And the Nigerian government said to them, you can come in, but provided that you build a refinery station here in Nigeria. Yeah, congratulations, Nigeria. That was a very good decision. Guess what happened next? Elon Musk said, no, we're not interested to build a refinery in your country. But we are very much interested to come into your country and take your lithium and take you wherever we have to take it. The same happened in Zimbabwe with the current president, Mnangagwa. And he said to them, no, we need a refinery here. They refused to build a refinery. And what did Mnangagwa do? He went and signed a contract with the Chinese to come and build a refinery in Zimbabwe. And the same thing is happening in Uganda right now with the oil. So Africans are clearly waking up. They understand the way to production, the way to greatness, the way to a better life. It's industry. It's knowing exactly how it functions. It's building the building blocks, putting everything together yourself, having it done in your country, providing jobs for the people, opportunities for the fathers, get people involved, the knowledge, the expertise for the country to move forward. Let me know how you feel about this. So they've kicked out the rebels and now they got a project of refinery. So in that area where the rebels were stationed, there was a lot of gold. So many people believe the rebels were, furnished and equipped by France in order for France to come illegally and steal the gold. Now the Malians with the Russians have kicked them off. Obviously, if you watch French TV, they'll tell you that the Malians are using illegal people to kick out the rebels. Just imagine, they're telling you, you're using illegal people. These people are vicious. Wagner, you shouldn't be using Wagner. Nobody should deal with Wagner. But in the meantime, Wagner just helped the Malians to free their country. And let me remind you before I leave, Mali has got very beautiful history, of Africa. Malian had an empire. Timbuktu, that is a UN heritage site, could produce and bring a lot of money to Mali. Plenty of it. But unfortunately, that space was occupied by rebels, by these Tuareg. They came and they destroyed completely some of the heritage. I mean, these go back like in the year 1400. These construction go back to the year 1400. As you can imagine, many people can come for tourism to just learn about the empire of Mali. And Mali would make a lot of money from it. Now, these rebels say, in the name of Islam, we're going to destroy everything. Their version of Islam is just crazy. Thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming by. It's one big family. Let me know how you feel about this. Mali with its brand new state-of-the-art project with Russia. Is this a good thing? Is this the way Africa should be moving? God bless.